Understanding washed up in English. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English language learning series. Today, we have a very interesting phrase to unpack. Washed up. It's a phrase you might have heard in movies, TV shows, or maybe in a conversation without knowing exactly what it means. Well, today's video is all about demystifying this expression and giving you the context you need to use it confidently in your conversations. So, let's dive in. When we look at the words washed up separately, we have washed, which means cleaned with water, and up, which in this context can mean coming to a shore or land after being in water. Literally, when something is washed up, it has come ashore after being carried by water. You might find washed up seashells on the beach, for example. Now, let's talk about the figurative meaning of washed up. When used to describe a person, it often carries a negative connotation. Calling someone washed up suggests that they are no longer successful or at their peak performance in their career or life, especially after being very successful in the past. This phrase is commonly used to describe actors, musicians, athletes, or public figures who are perceived to have lost their appeal, talent, or ability. Let's see how it works with some examples. The footballer was once the best in the league, but after his injury, many said he was washed up. She was a big movie star in the 80s, but now she's considered washed up and doesn't get leading roles anymore. The once famous author tried to make a comeback, but the critics called his new book the work of a washed-up writer. It's important to know how to use this phrase properly so you do not unintentionally offend someone. It's typically used to express a rather critical opinion and should be used with caution. In casual conversation, it might be used humorously among friends. I couldn't even finish the race. I'm feeling pretty washed up these days. You might also hear variations or related phrases like burnt out or has been. While burnt out can mean extremely tired or losing interest due to being overworked, a has been specifically refers to someone who has lost their relevance or status they once had. Thank you for watching. I hope this explanation helps clarify the meaning and use of the phrase washed up. English is full of such idiomatic expressions that can be tricky but also fun to learn. Keep practicing, and don't hesitate to use new phrases in your conversations to improve your fluency. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.